What's going on, you all? John here, and a package just arrived. Now, this right here is 1,000 mealworms. I purchased this off of Amazon, surprisingly. They actually allow you to order live mealworms. Now, why don't we go ahead and unbox this? As I'm sure you can tell by the title, we're going to be trying to feed all the animals in this room today. So, let's go ahead and open this up. All right, you all, here's this box. It should be pretty simple to open. That's a good amount of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a tray, and then let's go ahead and feed the turtle actually first. He's the only one that I've raised up since he was like an itsy bitsy baby. Yeah, let's go ahead and feed him first. Got the tray. Pretty sure there's still some in this bag. Pretty sure that, yep. Still some in the bag. We'll get rid of those eventually. I obviously shook a few out. And look at him already coming to get food. Yeah, he's really struggling with the concept of eating the mealworms and not my finger. You want the camera? No, you don't want that. Oh, did he spot it? I think he did. Boom. So yeah, pretty much everything will eat them as long as they actually spot it. The bearded dragon up there actually, she sees some. I'm gonna toss a few more in here because we also have a gar. Let me see if I can spot them real fast. Boom, gar right there, in between that plant and the filter, as well as the goldfish. All of them will eat mealworms. So I'm gonna toss a couple in there. Goldfish already munching. Which is surprising. A lot of people don't know goldfish will indeed eat anything. They're omnivores. They don't care what they eat. All right, the next thing we're going to feed with all of these mealworms is the baby leopard gecko that I raised up. He's no longer a baby. He's actually quite big. Plate with some mealworms. Now, all of them are like trained to come up to my hand to eat. Really, they're tongue trained more than hand trained, because they will come up to both, but the tongs, they'll go immediately after, especially the food. If I get tongs, he may take after this a little bit better. Boom, we got tongs now. Let's go ahead and get them. Yep, there we go. Like I said, they're all tongue trained, so it's pretty easy to feed them. Some of them just kind of eventually target it onto my hand, but whenever all of them see the tongs, they'll go after the tongs more readily than my finger. Even though it seems like the turtle was kind of coming after my finger kind of heavy, they're really first tongue trained. And I make sure to do that because then it's easy to relocate them. All I have to do is use tongs and whatnot, versus training them directly off your hand, which may cause them to just see your hand as food whenever you go to try to grab them and stuff like that. Why don't we leave this corner and why don't we go ahead and feed the bass? Now this bass still doesn't have a name, but he definitely will eat out of my hand. So we gotta see if we can feed a mealworm. Now, like I was saying, he definitely does eat out of my hand. Okay. I'm completely drenched. That's the first time he's ever jumped out of the tank like that. Wow. Let me set up a tripod and see if he'll do it again. Right now, I'm genuinely astonished. That's the first time he's jumped out of the tank, and I've been trying to get him to jump for the past week or so now. So it's kind of exciting to see that he actually did that, although I wish I wasn't wearing what I'm wearing right now, and it got all over my face and hair. But it's exciting nonetheless. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this tripod up, and then we're gonna We're gonna feed him a bunch, but we're gonna see if he'll jump out of the water again. All right, y'all got a pretty good angle. Let's try this one more time. Okay, he's targeting onto me, not the food, but that's fine as well. Yep. Got him to jump again. Let's do it one more time, and then I'm just gonna dump a bunch in. I want to see if I can actually get him to explode out of the water this time, though. Yeah, having predatory fish is extremely fun. I advise everyone, at least if you're in the hobby, to try owning at least one predatory fish. They're extremely fun to house and extremely fun to feed. Like, it's probably one of the most interactive fish I've ever had, aside from a betta fish. I mean, like, this is something you can literally do day in after day out. They'll eat like this. You don't have to starve them or anything. I know a lot of people do, but you don't have to not feed them for a couple days. Literally, predatory fish like this, they will eat regardless every single day for the most part. Unless they go on like a hunger strike or something. They'll eat like this pretty much every single time. Yeah, after that very interesting showing of fish, why don't we try to feed what I call my mini school of piranha. And as I'm sure you saw just then why I call them my mini school of piranha, they go after a lot of things like a piranha would. They are related to piranha. They're tetra, specifically red-tailed, red Colombian. Yeah, I'm gonna pop the name up in the top left, as well as some Serpa tetras. Obviously, you can see the little molly in there, and there are some Grommy as well, but yeah. And besides that, there are some Corydorus and stuff in this tank, and I'm sorry about how dirty it is. There's still algae covering most of the front of the tank, but it's going to be pretty easy to clean that up. I got a video coming up cleaning all the tanks, so make sure you're subscribed for that. Next, why don't we go ahead and feed a star of the show. All the bearded dragons at least are going to be going outside within this next week. I've actually got the build almost completely finished outside. These were just their brumation enclosures. At least this was the only one I had. My sister picked her up. And so both of them are going to be going outside. I'm going to try to do a 1 week acclimation period where I try to get them acclimated to each other because they're both female, to see if their temperaments are right for them to be housed together. If not, then I'm going to end up building a second outdoor enclosure for that one, because this one definitely needs something larger. This is like a, I don't know, what is this? It's definitely bigger than a 40. This is like a, maybe it is a 40. This may be a 40. I can't tell sizes right now, but it needs something bigger than this, especially to grow out of. So she's not going to be in here for long. I saw some comments on like TikTok or something like that, maybe my Instagram, about people worried about this, but this is just her brumation enclosure. So I know she's going to eat without a doubt. So why don't we go ahead and give her a handful. Let's go ahead and drop them in. Now that we've fed one bearded dragon, we're definitely going to have to feed the other, even though she kind of stopped looking at those other ones. Like I said, grab a small handful. Let the chaos commence. Don't come after my hand, please. Thank you. Look at the muscles in her head. Where can she choose? Before we feed the last animal of the day, Lucy just walked in. So why don't we see if she wants to eat something? Lucy! Nope. You don't want any? Now she will eat crickets. Obviously she's not eating mealworms, but she will. I'll feed him the turtle. She will eat crickets. So hey, it was worth a shot. She also eats grass for whatever reason. And it's not like needing it for medicine, because I know some dogs will eat grass for like medical reasons, but she doesn't do that. She literally copies the rabbits I used to have. I'll show you a little picture or something. But she literally copies the rabbits, and or copied what the rabbits used to do and ate like a rabbit. Last but not least for today, we're gonna be feeding the Pac-Man frog. Now he will always eat without a doubt. Oh, my bad, bud. I'm sorry, bud. There you go. Oh. And sometimes this is the problem with tongue fed. Trying to tongue feed animals. You got it, bud. There we go. Is instead of going after the food, they go after exactly the tongs. Honestly, this guy is probably one of my favorites. I know you're not supposed to pick favorites or whatever, but I definitely do. And he definitely is one of my favorites. I've been trying to raise a Pac-Man frog up from like a little itty bitty baby for a very long time now. And he's the first one that hasn't crashed on me and I've had some serious success with. I mean, he's getting decently sized now. And for now, I'm just gonna keep him in this enclosure. Because right now it's doing good. I'm not having any problems. He's struggling to eat. I'm not having any problems in this enclosure, like I was saying. He doesn't move around much. I've got a nice cleanup crew to clean up any poop and feces, or any feces and waste he leaves pretty much around. I got some isopods and springtails in here, pretty big group of them. And so I'm not gonna move him until he gets a lot bigger, because really he moves from that spot and then he'll move to there. And then from there, he'll move to like right there. And then he just keeps rotating between those three and kind of like digging burrows. But right now I'm able to keep all the moisture and everything perfectly set up for him to have a good enclosure to grow. And so I'm not going to change anything and risk having a Pac-Man frog crash. I've had him for, well, I don't know, 6-7 months now. And so he's going strong, and we're going to hope he continues going strong. Anyway, that was the video. I'm going to dump the rest of these mealworms in my mealworm grow out bin. Hopefully we'll have some of them turn into actual beetles and then start reproducing some more. I do have some beetles already in here, but more never hurt. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.